We navigate the world expecting physical objects to obey strict rules. A solid wall prevents entry. A closed door keeps threats out. We rely on these strict physical boundaries to feel absolute certainty and safety. Detective Elias Voss built his career on those rules. He is a man anchored in logic, relying on empirical evidence and the scientific method to dissect crime scenes and maintain order in a chaotic world. This schematic of a sealed room illustrates how Voss solves the impossible. A victim is stabbed with no weapon left behind and no point of entry. The solution relies on physics. The murder weapon was a dagger formed of solid ice, melting over time to leave nothing but a harmless trace of water. When a man vanished from a moving train without leaving his seat, Voss found the physical mechanism. The passenger didn't actually disappear. He utilized a high-speed costume change and social engineering to walk away as a different person in plain sight. Then the rules break. The crimes stop obeying physical laws. A mastermind named Adrian Locke enters the picture, specifically targeting the human expectation of certainty. To understand the threat Locke poses, we have to look past the individual victims and examine how he systemically dismantles the way humans experience reality. This diagram maps Locke's attack on 4 pillars: perception, identity, memory, reality. In The Mirror Murders and Silent Call, sound resonance and frequencies weaponize hearing. In City of Lies and Midnight Killer, subliminal manipulation rewrites memories and hacks medical implants. These methods create a state of total, inescapable disorientation. Locke forces the victim, and the detective, to confront the terrifying possibility that their own senses are providing false data. By bypassing conscious thought and targeting biological hardware, Locke demonstrates that our senses are vulnerable access points. When these inputs are hijacked, the mind loses its ability to distinguish fact from fabrication, leaving it completely defenseless. The investigation turns inward when forensic evidence places Detective Voss himself at the center of every impossible crime scene. The methodology Locke uses originated in Voss's own past. Years ago, Voss conducted unauthorized experiments on human perception and memory. These classified research documents map out Voss's early psychological blueprints. Driven by an obsession to understand the criminal mind, he prioritized the pursuit of truth over any ethical boundary. Locke is the logical conclusion of those experiments. He tells the detective, "I am not your enemy, I am your result." He is the personification of Voss's own theories. The catastrophic escalation of Voss's obsessive pursuit of absolute truth has created the very monster he is trying to catch. The chaos abruptly ends. Look at this immaculate, symmetrical city street. Crime has vanished. But this peace is sterile and feels deeply artificial. A world without conflict requires the total erasure of questions, free will, and objective truth. To maintain this level of calm, individual perspective must be eliminated. When faced with the final choice, Voss assimilated Locke's methods. He stabilized the system by taking absolute control over it. This diagram shows the mechanism of his control. Using the 4 compromised pillars of the human mind, Voss broadcasts a city-wide stabilizing signal that overwrites individual perception with a single controlled reality. The man who began his career demanding empirical evidence has engineered a flawlessly subjective world. He has traded the search for truth for the imposition of order. In his demand for absolute certainty, Voss didn't just solve the puzzle. He became the architect of a new reality